This is not an announcement. Mark Greene is still running for Director of Elections in King County, Washington, but if the continued difficulties of finding a means to get on the ballot for director continue, Mark will seriously consider running for another office, and that most likely means going back into the labyrinth of Federal Way city politics. Bitter memories of the 2015 election still remain, as the Federal Way Mirror newspaper, particularly so-called journalists or newspaper men from that paper, namely, the erstwhile leftist columnist, Bob Rohner, as well as the erstwhile knee-jerk publisher, Rudy Alcott, in the disguise of Mr. Federal Way, maligned Mark mercilessly with distortions and half-truths. Nor have we forgotten the seemingly defunct, or shall we use the word erstwhile again, Municipal League of King County, as they gutlessly rigged an election by giving Mark a false rating that they knew very well was dubious, at best, and an outright lie, at worst. Mark has not only been experienced in politics since 1976, when he first ran for the Michigan legislature at the age of 22, but he has written proposed policy and law through the State of Washington initiative process, with the latest being Initiative 2019, that seeks to add an extra layer of protection for dogs and cats from potential cruel experiments and conditions. We will need signatures for that, an initiative to the legislature, until December of this year. Now back to 2015, when the forces of Rohner, and the so-called Mr. Federal Way, as well as the puppet master mayor, Jim Farrell, all played a role in bringing Mark down to defeat, though he lost somewhat narrowly. Was Farrell involved with the Municipal League in 2015? That is the question that we don't know the answer to, but he does appear to have had some involvement with the Municipal League in the past, perhaps administratively, we just don't know, but he was front and center on the Municipal League's Facebook page, recently. The cabal of the powers that be in puppet masters managed to keep out a studious, outspoken, hardworking man of the people, namely Mark Greene, but they went with an immigrant instead, who after nearly a decade on the council speaks little at council meetings, and whatever leadership roles she has seem cursory compared to most other council members, most of whom served much less time than her. We would prefer that Mark stays on in the essential role of candidate for Director of Elections, but there is more than one way to serve King County and the city of Federal Way, and Mark will consider all options. He may well make another registration with the Public Disclosure Commission in the coming days, if the donations for director, that are essential for ballot access, are not forthcoming, and to be honest, it doesn't look good, despite needing these donations in a very short period of time from now. If you can make a donation to our GoFundMe account, go to the Friends of Mark Greene for Director of Elections section of the website, but if you did not go onto the podcast from the website, you can write us at partyofcommons@yahoo.com. I repeat, partyofcommons@yahoo.com for information about donating, or for that matter, volunteering, or asking us questions in general about policy, politics, whatever. Thank you.